So this is called the Wild West. Like my deer.
Mhm.
Those are my hunts. So we got a waterway coming through here in the middle.
Mhm.
Opponent 1 starts here. Opponent 2 starts here. You know, I gave each of them a wood line. I gave them a gold. And then these are
Yeah.
berries. Or sorry, yeah, gold. And these are berries in the back. You know, I think that's
Okay.
pretty standard. And then we have, you know, really the focus is kind of the center where the 2 sacred sites are. We have like
Mhm.
these 2 mountains, and then in between the mountains, we have a, you know, like maybe a major gold mine, and then we got a couple
Yeah.
relics in there, and then we also
Mhm.
have a 1 relic, you know, on each of the enemy's side. We have stone
But
here.
how do I know what is small gold and what is big gold? Like how
There
do you
is
see
no
this?
difference, but I guess whatever's standard. This one can be a small, and then this will be a major gold. These will be the major
The
gold.
one in the mountain is like the one in the
Major.
center is major.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
okay, you know, before I can judge this map, I have questions.
Okay, and then just these are stealth forest.
Oh, okay, okay.
That's what those are.
Yeah, I was going to ask where do you put the stealth force? Okay, okay. Yeah, and they kind of generally spawn around these locations, right? They don't necessarily have to, right?
Yeah, it just somewhere in this, because I was in my mind I was like, hey, you know, opponent, maybe there could be some walling off, or maybe there's a little fight over, like especially at the, you know, once you've used your gold, you got to use this gold, and you know it's kind of in the halfway point, so we kind of fighting for it, you know,
Yeah.
and maybe opponent's
Let's talk
gonna wall
about
off both, you know, so.
let's talk about the river. What is how big is the river? Is it deep? Can you walk over the river? How many? If not, how many fords does it have? Does it have fords?
I think it'll be a river that you could walk across anywhere, but you can have fish.
Oh,
Is that an option? Can be like a
yeah, yeah,
shallow
yeah.
water
It's
with
an
fish?
option. Yeah, yeah. It's
Yeah,
definitely okay. Yeah,
because
it's
yeah, I
cool.
don't want it to be, you know, where it's a hindrance. But yeah, the only impasses I want are the mountains on the side.
Yeah, it's kind of a mix between mountain pass and the French pass in a way, right? Because you have these middle resources kind of trapped between mountains,
Yep.
but you also have like this central
But you can
fighting
rush. You
point.
know, you don't have to go around the mountains like what French Pass I think is what you said, where you'd have to go around the mountains,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
or
You
this could go
have, so
through.
yeah, it's kind of a combination because yeah, it's kind of like mountain pass and French pass because you have to go through the middle like mountain pass, but the golds are like the big golds. What's interesting, the beef is in the center, which is cool. Like also the sacred sites are in the center. Yeah, it's a really cool design. So it reminds me kind of like Mongolian Heights because of the river and the mountains. Like it's kind
Yeah.
of it takes me back to three maps. Like it's kind of somewhere between French Pass to Mountain Pass to Mongolian Heights. Like I see all these three maps kind of combined into this idea, which is definitely like a cool combination. Like I could see this becoming like a quick match kind of a map. Like yeah, like I don't know if it's a ranked map because let's ask like more hard questions. Like the woods near your town centers, like are they protected by the TC? Is the how many small
Oh.
golds do you have? Because I see like only one small gold, right?
Yes. Or no, two.
Okay.
These two are small golds. The only major gold
Okay.
is the one in the mountains.
Right, but like so you don't have three small golds. You have two small golds next to the TC, but the secondary one is always towards the corner, around the mountain somewhere, right?
Yeah, here, yep, and up there.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I can actually see like a bit like on the rank ladder. What will happen? Like what pros will say about this map is you can tower rush the gold, like and like the first gold, and then you know where the enemy will
Oh,
be.
then you have to go super far for the next one. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Okay.
Okay, so that's like one thing.
Yep. Good point. Good
Other
point.
than that, let's see. So the amount I would increase the amount of berries slightly. I mean, I know it's a defensive.
There's 3 on each side, so you would think
Yeah.
there should be an extra berry, 4 berries on each side.
I think yeah, because well, good question. I think maybe it's fine. Maybe it's fine. That's like the common amount, but because the two central berries are like very contested. In a normal map, what happens is you have 3 berries, but they're all kind of on your side. Like you don't have these contested berries. So here you kind of get like 2.5, or like you have to be very aggressive. Like if I would play Abbasid on this map, I would go with a town center between the berries, the stone, and the sacred site. Right? Like it's such a sweet spot. for
Berry stone. Oh yeah, like maybe right here too, because then you may kind of dip into this deer a little bit, right? Like right here.
yeah, like it's such a good position
Yeah.
for town center. Yeah, maybe it's a good like I don't know, like I can't tell if this is a weak map for Abbasid or strong map for Abbasid because if you make the town center in the middle, you kind of get everything. But I mean, how viable it is, I don't know. Like maybe that's good, right? Since I don't know, that's a good sign.
But that's
For
pretty
the
close
map.
to the enemy too, so that maybe they'll rush it and destroy it because, like I said, you can
Exactly.
cross the
Like,
water. You
yeah,
can't
if it's
wall
good.
off this water.
Yeah, I think the central town center like would be a strat actually for any city. Like you get so much resources in the center. Like you can actually get like
And then
fish, stone, berries, and sacred sites and maybe deer in one
yeah,
town center. Maybe like
and you
it's
kind of cover one of your relics and your gold. If you put it right in
yeah,
there.
it
Yeah.
also secures the middle. Like I think yeah, like the center here is like super important. Like even more important than in a mountain pass. But it's also more contested because one important thing, I don't know if you intended for it, but it will be harder to wall because when you spawn so many stuff on the middle, you can't wall
Oh.
over resources, right? So
Yeah.
you will have to wall around it, which would be harder.
Yeah.
So that's also
No,
something
that
to,
was not intended. Of course, on my level, but hey, that's a good point. Which is a good thing,
but
right? I want it to be,
yeah,
difficult to
exactly.
wall off.
It makes it more contested, which
Yeah.
is good. Like it makes the center more like harder to secure. So I think the way to secure the center would be like probably a town center and maybe
Yeah.
maybe a tower. Yeah, it's interesting. I would love to see it played. So yeah, I would definitely say this is an interesting map.
All right. So out of 10 on balance, what would you? Because you did it maybe like a 4 on balance because of the gold. I should have added another gold down here or something.
Yeah, another gold. I wouldn't say 4. Yeah, I would say I would give it a 5 on balance because
Okay.
yeah, exactly. The gold, the stone, only one gold, only one stone. But I mean, you can add another one. It's fine.
I can
I
see
think
that.
it's interesting because like there is a lot of focus around central control in this map, but putting out walls would be a little harder. I'm not sure how hard. Like I need to spawn it and see if I can actually wall. Like if I can wall, I think it will actually hurt the map because you can
Well,
if you wall
oh yeah, right.
across the
This, and then
yeah.
block your opponent right from all this
Yeah, exactly. And
resource.
you get
Yeah.
so many more resources because half the resources are in the center. And if you kind of block just over the center, you get like 2/3 of the resources on the map and the sacred sites, which is maybe bad for like balance site.
Oh.
But on a fun scale, like I also like to rate fun. So I would rate it like somewhere between like 7 or 8 because I think it's
Okay.
going to be fun.
Okay.
Yeah, like
Nice.
I do. I will tell you what I consider fun. Like if I begin to fantasize about how I would play it, and I think about different strategies and like what I said earlier. Like, is it viable to put a town center in the middle, or like would I mean, I know the middle will be like a focus point on this map, right? Like, should I do this or should I do that? So that makes the map more fun, and I also like the creativity around the idea is also like kind of the fun. I think the map looks good. It looks like I think it looks slightly better than like Mountain Pass and French Pass in a way because yeah, it kind of combines them both, but gives another twist, which is yeah, I think it's great. So yeah, I would give 8 for fun.
Hey, I'll
I could
take it.
give
I'll
this.
take it. I
Yeah,
just
okay,
threw
let's
down
go.
here. I wanted to get one of the map experts, major map creator to judge something that I could throw up real quick. So hey, I definitely appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
And we'll
I mean,
probably
thank you for showing this map.